In order to prepare Adrian for his bone marrow transplant, he has to complete a process of conditioning that will effectively remove all of Adrian's defective bone marrow to make room for his donated stem cells. Nurses like to refer to this process as the journey, and the first step for Adrian is an intense course of chemotherapy running over 2 days.
Today we're about to start high-dose chemotherapy, and obviously, unfortunately, one of the side effects of that is hair loss. So over the last 5 or 6 weeks I've managed to grow back a bit of facial hair and of course a bit of head hair too, and well, easy come easy go, isn't it? The next 2 days of the conditioning process are quite busy for me. The chemo that's dripping into me now, this chemo in this black bag, it's light sensitive, so it has to be kept in the black bag. It's going into me, is very strong. So this morning I was woken up at 5 o'clock and I was being pumped full of fluid, sort of 2 litres I think of salts and various fluids, basically to flush through my body and protect sort of my kidneys and organs, because the strength of this chemo is pretty impressive. The job of the chemo in this case is to wipe out all the cells in my bone marrow as much as possibly can be achieved, so that donor cells can then replace them. Hello? Oh, I hope you're alright. How's it going? Yeah, not bad, thanks. Yeah, it's okay, you know, not too bad. It could be worse.
Of course, with chemotherapy comes side effects, from sickness and nausea to loss of appetite. Luckily for Adrian though, he hasn't experienced the latter just yet, and aside from feeling tired, he remains in high spirits.
So far so good. With chemo you're never quite sure. Sometimes the nurses can give you plenty of, they call it cover, so anti-inflammatories and anti-sickness drugs before the chemotherapy starts. And that tends to work quite well, but sometimes it's a bit of a sort of balancing act, you know, sort of refining it down until you get exactly the right mixture for you. Last time with the chemotherapy it was fine, but this obviously is a new one for me today, so we'll have to see what happens, and hopefully it'll be okay.